I can't reveal my identity, so please be ambiguous. We've been together for 3 years. Our connection is my finest. We've only had 2 major fights, one last year and one a week ago. History. I've written since 13. I've always wanted to publish books. Over the years, I've collected a pile of incomplete manuscripts, a few completed ones, and many more ideas and reflections I used to write and think about writing in my leisure time. My GF was stressed out at work for a few weeks a year ago. I listened and helped her relax when she vented at home. I'm an introvert, but I try to chat to her while we're together since she likes to talk. I can get passionate and chat about writing ideas, however. My partner gets upset sometimes, but she understands to advise me to slow down. She was angrier than usual after a terrible day. She didn't want to communicate, so I gave her room, but she requested me to touch her shoulders and continue our normal routine. Awkward. I started the discussion, but she either seethed or offered brief answers. Can we please speak about anything else? She pleaded when I began talking about a tale I was creating. Yeah, okay, anything you want, I responded, frustrated. She almost yelled, paraphrased. Why do you spend time on such nonsense? Stop bugging me. She stormed out, leaving me startled and sleeping on the sofa. I went to work the following morning since I didn't see her wake up. After a few hours, she came in crying and apologized for the day before, saying work was getting to her, and she didn't mean what she said. After work, we spent the day and weekend together. Her words affected me. I was screwed for weeks. I understood she was anxious and said so out of anger. But the narrative I told her was precious to me, something I had been working on irregularly for 10 years. I wondered whether it was worthless rubbish. After stewing and not writing, I went over my material again and concluded it sucked. I wasn't a good enough writer to express my views. I stopped working on it after throwing away a lot of old material and incomplete manuscripts, which was probably a mistake. It stung, but I continued reading writing guides to better and still wrote down thoughts. I stopped talking to her about my writing because I had nothing fresh to say. She'd ask, and I'd say nothing. She was introverted and less perky a week ago. She said, "Do you dislike me?" After talking, she begged me to tell her my tales again because she felt terrible. She began weeping when I said I hadn't written anything important in months. She kept apologizing for killing my enthusiasm. I attempted to tell her what I was doing and that I was still jotting down ideas, but it didn't work. I told her it may be good since I needed more practice and my writing was bad, but she said I was fantastic at it. She's been down for days. I've tried talking to her about it again, but can't cheer her up. I suppose she bottles things up since I didn't assist her manage her stress or talk about my writing. How can I prove she didn't ruin my dreams?